Hello, my fellow, I don't know, people. Uh, I guess this is just going to become a regular thing now. Me finding something I don't like and then ripping it apart, or just ripping it apart or something. And today we're gonna talk about ATD, Arena Tower Defense, and its Grandmaster mode, and how much it's awful because this is actually going to be a really short one. Maybe I might go on a long tangent. I might not. Um, uh, but uh, but for those of you who are unaware, Arena Tower Defense is a tower defense game on, the funny Lego Roblox game, and it has a mode in it called Grandmaster mode. Now, if you couldn't tell, I'm not fond of this mode. Not I mean, I am like I kind of like it. I like it to some degree. It's not. This isn't as bad as Project Tower Defense. This isn't as bad. I think this is mostly just an issue with not just Grandmaster mode, but some parts of the game. But unlike Project Tower Defense, this really isn't like a big, massive flaw or anything. Grandmaster mode is it's good. It's like from a concept standpoint, it's good. A really hard, difficult challenge for the player. Uh, you know, get them to experiment with new towers, whereas, try to think up of a different strategy with all these new and unique units. Sorry, not units, enemies. But, well, not only is it extremely inaccessible, as you can only get to it by uh, golden bordering a map, which is, uh, getting all the difficulties completed on one map, which is obviously very time consuming already. But you know what? It's fine. The accessibility thing, just a kind of a simple issue. But that already is kind of a discouragement to experimentation, as it kind of strips your options down unless you want to sink in a ton of time. The next issue is probably how time consuming it is. I think Grandmaster would be better if it was 15 waves condensed. If it was 80 waves condensed into about 20. I'm not joking. Um, but of course, with highly increased income, farms would obviously not be very good. That's why, and instead, you should instead buff the income. It is called Grandmaster mode. Farms should be disabled. So should selling. It is an advancement of Master mode. It should keep the Master mode rules. Um, as I'm not too fond of the no selling thing or the no income thing, but it would fit. And honestly, I prefer, because this game actually encourages large scale farming. Like, your farming needs to be at a highly large scale. You need to get, I don't know, like more than 20 farms, I'd say, to even have a chance. I think instead of that, they should just do the simple buff the income, and increase wave density, lower wave count. Overall, make everything a lot shorter. Make everything a lot quicker. Short iteration times are of course, very handy when designing a challenge. Definitely something you want. Shorter iteration times equals a less frustrated player. Um, and another problem is the fact that it's the time between runs is also incredibly long. There's no restart button, So you can just click restart, bam, you're back into the fray. You can get you can't even change your and I don't know, like change your towers or try a different strategy. You should be able to do that. You should be able to do that. Actually, that's just a flaw in almost every tower defense game. You should be able to restart, change up your loadout, and or try a different strategy, something, and just go back into the fray. That's definitely something all tower defense games need, because the harder it is, the more I don't know. I guess the less you want it to last, the less long you want it to last, or else, especially if there's no checkpoints. If there isn't any checkpoints, it's just frustrating. It'll just be awful, plain dumpster fire. Looking at you, Project Tower Defense, stupid game, which actually has been canceled. Which, kind of a good thing, to be honest. I really regret it, hoping that it didn't get canceled. In hindsight, should have just let it get canceled. But you know what? Now I'm glad it's canceled. Anyways, so back to back to the arena tower defense tangent. The main factor, the one I hate the most, is the fact that it costs 500 gold to even participate, which is it's awful. That's probably the worst part about it. I mean, of course, you can just click the X button on the Roblox player, and the game will think you disconnected, and it'll give you a free run. But I don't think that's intended, and like I said, time consuming, really freaking time consuming, in my opinion. Because especially if you have a laggy computer like mine, if the wave starts, I mean, the game starts before you even join. The enemy's already halfway across the map. You just gotta close it or open it again. Try again. Hope you don't load in late again. And that has happened to me on multiple occasions. At one point, it happened 5 times in a row because my computer is an old piece of crap. Well, no, it's not. But you know how this can be prevented? If you would just make it so that the timer doesn't tick down until a player joins. It's so easy. It's so easy. Just do that. Bam. That's one of my biggest problems relieved. Also, remove or heavily reduce the entrance fee, because it discourages experimentation very, very heavily, because 500 gold is a lot. So I don't like it. I just don't like it. But so that's my rant about arena tower defense. I think the next TED Talk I'm gonna do is going to be about a game I quite enjoy. So look forward to that, I guess.